Hey, it's Corey. Feeling average sucks. It sucks. Feeling average is the worst. I don't know what else to say about that. For so much of my life, especially my high school years, my university years, and in my 20s, just feeling so average. And I'm just not just talking about feeling average compared to other people, always comparing myself to other people. And we do that all the time, right? Always trying to figure out how we stack up, how we measure up to other people. I was just trying to figure out who I was. Like, who am I? How do I fit in to all this? Where am I headed next? Feeling average is the hardest when you're not supposed to be average, when you know deep down in your gut that you have the potential to be so much more than average. And you're wondering, do I have the potential to be great? Because I think that I do. I believe that I do. The problem is, you don't know what to do about it. I didn't know what to do about it. Just kind of stuck with this feeling and not knowing how to tap into that potential that you know is there. What do I do about it? I had a whole bunch of questions and very few answers. I just felt so alone in that because it felt like everybody else had it all figured out. They all had all the answers they were looking for. And here I am just trying to figure out my life. And I would have given anything to have somebody just look at me and say, Corey, I get you. I understand you and I want to help you tap into that potential. I want to help you stop feeling average and to start realizing your personal greatness. I want to help you reach that next level in your life, that one that you know that you want to be at, that you feel that you should be at. I want to help you get there. But I didn't have that. I didn't have anything like that. And I hear from my students all the time how much they felt alone in their lives, how much they felt alone until they started understanding that they're not alone, that so many of us are struggling with the same thing too, feeling average, feeling like we're average compared to who we could be and who we're capable of being. But they didn't know that they had a choice. So they tell me things like they feel like they're good at some things but great at nothing. And they don't know how they fit into this world. And they're just trying to figure out who they are too, but they feel alone. They're not alone. And I wasn't alone either. I just didn't know it because I never talked about it. And I never asked those questions. And it took me years and years of development, years of developing the optimal operating system to really understand how to tap into that personal greatness. And not by somebody else's standard, but by your own. I don't think anybody should ever have to feel average. I don't think anybody should have to live their life with that pain, with that frustration of not knowing how to get over that hump, not knowing how to tap into that person that you're capable of being. I don't want you to feel average. I don't want my students to ever feel average. I don't want my sons to grow up feeling average. And I certainly don't want them surrounded by people who feel average by default because they never knew that they had a choice. And my students tell me that all the time. We didn't even know that we had a choice. We didn't know that we had a choice to choose between feeling average and choosing our personal greatness. And instead, they thought they were going to have to wonder their entire lives about who they could be and what they could accomplish, what they could achieve. Some of these students want to make an impact on the world. They didn't know that they'd get to do that because they just felt average. But man, is there something special in them. And once we bring that out, it's incredible to see what happens. I don't want anybody to feel average, and you shouldn't have to feel average either, especially when you know that there's something in you that's waiting to come out and that you're capable of so much more. So start today. Be great today. Be great today. And live your 10.